So good day everyone, and today I'm going to explain the basic circuit of the starting system. So if you watch the previous video, uh, the starting system is actually uh, somewhat connected to the charging system, which we are already explained from the previous video. So the starting system is basically is responsible for cranking the engine when the driver turns the ignition key to the start position. And in this video, there will be two diagrams representing each circuit. The first one to the left is a system without a starter relay, and the right one is a starting system with a starter relay. So first, let us begin with the circuit on the left side. So first, this process starts at the battery. Then the battery supplies electrical power to the circuit through the fusible link, which protects the circuit from excessive current. Then, when the driver turns the ignition switch at the start, electrical current is allowed to flow through the circuit, and then the current passes through a safety switch. For automatic transmission vehicles, the current passes through the neutral start switch. The engine can only start when the transmission is in park or neutral. For manual transmission vehicles, the current passes through the clutch or start switch. The clutch pedal must be pressed before the engine can start. Anyway, continuation. Next, once the safety switch is closed, current reaches terminal 50 of the starter motor. Then the terminal 50 activates the starter solenoid. This solenoid then engages the starter gear with the engine flywheel and connects terminal 30 to the starter motor. Then, since the terminal 30 is connected directly to the battery, a large amount of current flows into the starter motor. Therefore, the starter motor rotates and cranks the engine until it starts. Now, let's look at the circuit on the right side. So the operation is similar, but the system includes a starter relay. Now we are going to explain the electrical circuit flow in this diagram. So first, the battery supplies power through the fusible link. Then, when the ignition switch is turned on to the start position, current flows to the neutral start switch. Instead of going directly to terminal 50, uh, unlike the previous one, the current energizes the starter relay coil. When the energized relay closes its contacts and allow the battery power to flow to terminal 50. Then, terminal 50 activates the starter solenoid. The solenoid engages the starter gear and connects terminal 30 to the starter motor. Then, the current of the battery flows through terminal 30 into the starter motor. Therefore, the motor then rotates and cranks the engine until it starts. It is crucial to know that importance of the starter relay that is because the starter relay helps reduce the amount of current passing through the ignition switch. Therefore, this provides several advantages. It reduces voltage drop, longer ignition switch life, improved reliability, and better starting performance. So in conclusion, the starting system operates by sending battery power through the ignition switch and safely switches to activate the starter. The starter motor then cranks the engine until it starts. The starter relay, when used, improves efficiency and protects the ignition switch by handling the higher current required by the starting circuit. And that concludes my presentation in this video. of the basic circuit of the starting system and how it works. Again, thank you for listening.